sometimes on the spiritual path, it can feel discouraging. It can feel lonely. It could feel like a task. It can feel like work to constantly be observing our thoughts and feelings, observing our behavior, trying to improve, trying to feel better, even trying to accept things the way that they are. All of that's part of the work. So I'm not suggesting that we should abandon it, but I want to offer a nuanced perspective on how to keep going on this path. It's just one of many different ways to go about it. There's a concept of the kingdom of heaven, which is within you and all around you. There's the concept of the PURELAND, which is the field of interconnected relationships. What do these concepts point to? They're talking about not just our individual well-being or my singular awakening or just focusing on one person's improvement and well-being, but it's talking about the way that my well-being influences your well-being and your well-being influences my well-being. If I can cultivate a field of peace inside of me and outside of me, then everyone who appears in my field can be impacted by the peace that I am facilitating. In the same way, if I'm cultivating a field of fear and anxiety and tension, then whoever appears in my field can feel the same tension and anxiety and fear because of the way that I'm interacting with them through my thoughts, my speech, and my behavior. The point is that focusing on how my spiritual path, your spiritual path, can be not only a vehicle for your individual liberation, but that it's a vehicle for collective liberation. That collective focus can make it feel less of a chore. It can feel more like a mission. It can feel more like a calling. There can be a larger purpose to the struggle that you find yourself in from time to time on this kind of a path. Sometimes it's not a struggle. Sometimes it feels effortless and full of ease and bliss and peace and all of that good feeling stuff. But other times it's not as pleasant. I'm sure you know this already. The purpose of this video is to point to your intention. What is our intention in doing this inner work? What's the purpose? Is it just to feel better? Is it just to create a specific outcome in your life? Not to say that it's bad to want those things, but I notice that if I'm only focused on feeling better myself, or only focused on trying to create a specific change in my life, in my environment, and I'm not making space for focusing on the benefit that I can bring to other people through my aligned thoughts, words, and actions, but I'm not focused on this collective benefit, it feels lonelier and it feels more like work, and there's more suffering when I don't feel like I'm making progress or if things are taking too long, or if something happens that seems to derail my trajectory, it can feel like a failure. It can feel like a waste of time. But the concept of collective awakening, the bodhisattva path, as it's described in Buddhism, the focus on how my peace can bring peace to you, how your peace can bring peace to the next person, and the next person, and the next person, and we can create together a web of interconnected well-being. It feels more motivating. It feels more worthwhile. Not to say that my own well-being or that an individual's well-being is not worth it, but for those of us who can feel tired on this path, who can feel doubtful, losing hope, it can be really, really helpful to consider the fact that your well-being, my well-being, and the well-being of all people on the earth, and all entities, all creatures, all animals, plants, all life on the earth benefits through the ripple effect, through the domino effect, through the interconnectedness of all of us. Your well-being benefits me. My well-being benefits the next person. And their well-being benefits you. And it all goes back in a circle and a web. I think you get the point. So, what can we do to implement this information now that we know? Just in this moment right now, bring awareness to the sensations inside and outside of your body. Bring awareness to your breath. Maybe speak to yourself in a way that's setting your intention to shift the perspective of why you're even doing this practice. Shift your perspective, shift your intention by saying something like, I'm doing this for the benefit of all beings. May my well-being influence the next person. May my peace contribute to world peace. May my inner joy contribute to the world's outer joy. Even better, not even asking may it contribute, but just recognizing, I love the feeling now. You could say something like, I love the feeling right now of recognizing how my well-being impacts the well-being of this entire world. If that's too big, then go smaller. I love the feeling right now of recognizing how my well-being impacts the well-being of my family, or of my friend group, or of my office place, my workplace. If that's too small for you, then go even bigger. I love the feeling of recognizing how my inner peace impacts the peace of this entire universe. And just sit in the stillness and the silence of your inner peace for a moment. Maybe gently visualize. Maybe close your eyes and allow some active imagination to occur in your mind's eye, visualizing how your peace, your inner love, your joy, your equanimity, your compassion, your bliss flows out of you and impacts everyone around you, everyone in the room with you, impacted by your inner peace, everyone in your neighborhood, in the houses next to yours, impacted, touched by your inner self-love, by your inner peace and bliss, visualizing your trust and your abundance impacting the entire nation and the entire earth and all the planets around all of the stars in this entire galaxy, as far as you can visualize. Each individual impacted by your inner peace. Don't make too much effort trying to do it. Just let it happen, hearing my words. And come back to the peace that you can feel as your body is effortlessly breathing right now. And next time you feel tired of doing this work, or next time you start to lose hope about feeling better or improving your well-being, just shift your focus slightly and think about how your well-being is the well-being of all of us. Peace be with you.